Well, if John Lydon's reputation is anything to be believed, I mean, the caravan will be standing at the end of this interview. How difficult's it been to live with this image that you have that was created by the Pistols?
No, the image was created by the press. Therefore, I couldn't care less. It doesn't affect me one way or the other, what people assume me to be.
Does it really not, though? I mean, the image...
Well, I can't afford to let it do. My work is more important to me, and all the rest of it can go to hell.
Was the image of John Lydon as being, you know, really kind of difficult and outrageous, was that ever actually accurate?
Difficult and outrageous in that I do insist on telling the truth, yes.
And you think that's where all that came from?
Yes. I will not shirk my responsibilities.
What do you mean by that?
Honesty is necessary. It's about time somebody in this business spoke out.
Because most pop stars aren't honest at all.
No, they're only in it for the money.
All the interviews that I've ever read with you, each one directly contradicts the other one. Is that a deliberate ploy?
I can't make any excuses for bad journalists.
Oh, no, come on. Is it really bad journalists? No, I don't think it is. Come on, John. I mean, the fact is that...
I do like to tease the press, yes, definitely.
Do they not realise?
No, because they're morons. They're cretins. I utterly loathe and despise them.
Why do you bother to do any interviews, then?
It's jolly good fun.
Or just winding everybody out?
Yes, it's a means to an end. Otherwise, without them, you see, you will tend to die of obscurity, and that's not very healthy.
So it's a kind of necessary evil?
Yes, you just got to put up with it. Like making videos.
Oh, we've got the video on which you don't like.
Which I don't like. And I don't recommend you watch it.
Well, everyone's going to see it, actually, so it's all too late.
Well, forgive me.
One of the contradictions that comes through, again, from interviews, is that one minute you say that you're married to Nora, and the next minute you say, we never got married. So what's the truth?
You'll never know.
Oh, come on, come on. This is what people really want to know, John.
Well, that's just none of their business.
You don't think that because you're in the public eye you have a certain...
No, my private life is my own and nobody is allowed to interfere with that.
But you say that, but at the same time then you make comments, or you did make a comment, that, you know, sex is 2.5 minutes of squelching, and when you were younger you were very...
Yes, but I've grown up. I've learnt that it's at least 15.
You've learnt some new techniques, obviously.
Yes.
When you were younger, you did say that you were very anti-love and relationships, and yet you seem to have settled into one now. Is that true? I mean, have you settled down?
Well, that was the voice of inexperience. I have progressed to higher things, yes.
And this is a higher thing, this relationship?
I think so, yes. I think it's very important to be able to say I was wrong.
Would you ever like to have children now that you're in this kind of stable relationship?
No.
Why not?
I'd have to dedicate my life completely to them, and I can't afford to do that. I'm far too irresponsible at the moment.
All right, John, we'll be back later on in the show, and we'll be talking about Elvis and seances, no doubt.
Yeah.
So you can stop making me feel quite so sick, obviously. Elvis is coming through. Elvis is coming through. What do you think about all this kind of Elvis seance stuff?
Oh, it's pretty damn pathetic, I think. Get me a burger, Elvis.
What really amazes me about all the Elvis fans is that they refuse to countenance the existence of any kind of modern music. What do you think about, you know, the kind of bands that are around today? Today, successful bands.
Such as who? I mean, there's very many.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you mean the ones that refuse to accept that there is such a thing as the future or even the present?
Okay, name those ones.
No. I'm not here to advertise other people.
Okay, well, let me see.
They all stink, and I'm the only person that counts.
What do you think about groups like Duran Duran, not quite so successful anymore, you know, The Smiths, Simply Red, Terence Trent D'Arby, U2? Give me an opinion on some of those.
Well, they're there, aren't they? And they do me a lot of favours because their very existence, of course, makes me far superior.
You don't think Terence Trent D'Arby is... I was going to say The Great White Hope, but I won't say that because obviously that sounds a bit strange.
I've no idea. I don't predict these things. I couldn't care less.
If you were 21 now, in 1977 you were 21, the Pistols, or was it 1976? I don't know, one of those times. And you became really successful. Do you think it would happen now, or do you think the time was just right for you then?
Oh, that sounds like hindsight, and I really can't be bothered to get involved with that. I mean, I did what I did then, and I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Well, no, it's not.
That's all that matters.
It's not hindsight, though, really, is it? It's saying, you know, if you were that age now. I mean, there was it was because it was a particular time.
I would expect that there would be a generation out there doing something to counteract the incredible mediocrity that is top of the pops, is the charts in this country, but they just don't seem to care. They've lost their soul. I'm
So
on
why-
that dreadful Spagna. God, that record is a crime against nature.
So, what are pill doing that is...
Here's somebody laughing.
I know, there are
Good,
people
yes, full
shrieking out
agreement.
there, yeah. What are pill doing then that's so much more kind of soulful and better than everybody else?
No, just being honest and getting on with it. Any image you want to label on us with, it's fine. Couldn't care less. It's the records that count, isn't it? And the content therein. And I'm full of content. Meant.
And Red Stripe. Thank you, John.
You have come